Good morning, my Real News Midday TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning, alleged top-tier Kings Valley gang member shot to dead in Westmoreland police operation. A man police sources claim was a senior member of the notorious Kings Valley gang and the equally violent Speculation gang was fatally shot during an early morning operation by members of the security forces in Westmoreland on Wednesday. He has been identified as 28-year-old Romain Murray, otherwise called Barthez or 40 Ball. According to the police, members of a security forces team were executing a search warrant at a two-apartment boardhouse in the Jerusalem Mountain area of Grange Hill shortly after 5:30 a.m. when Murray fled the premises brandishing a firearm. The police say he pointed the weapon at them, prompting them to open fire, hitting him. He was taken to Savannah Lamar Public General Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. A firearm was reportedly recovered at the scene, while the Independent Commission of Investigations has reported that it is investigating the case. The news sources say Murray, who was a resident of Top Lincoln and the Jerusalem Mountain in Grange Hill, was identified as a top-tier operative in the Kings Valley gang, acting on behalf of incarcerated gang leader Derval Luke Williams. He was also linked to the Speculation gang. Police intelligence has reportedly linked both the gangs to a series of violent crimes across western Jamaica, including multiple murders, contracted killings, kidnappings, and abductions. Murray was before the courts for the 2024 murder of Devontae Walkie Brown and had been granted bail. As a condition of his bail, he was required to report to the Savannah Lamar police station every Wednesday and Saturday. Murray had also been named by the police as a person of interest in the May 8, 2025 abduction of a teacher in Hanover. The sources say Murray organized the abduction and supplied the firearms and ammunition to the men who carried out the act. The police say, acting on intelligence, teams went that same day to premises in Hanover where the woman was being held, and a confrontation allegedly ensued. Two of the abductors were fatally shot, and the police believe that the third suspect managed to escape. Two 9mm pistols were also reportedly seized at the scene. The deceased were identified as 21-year-old Kevin Gordon, otherwise called Josh, and 27-year-old Christopher Williams, otherwise called Bubba, both of Savannah Lamar, Westmoreland. Gordon was before the court for a September 2023 murder and was reporting to the police on condition of bail. Murray was the most trusted triggerman in the Kings Valley gang and the one who dealt with the logistics when they were going on many of their criminal acts. He was Loki's man on the ground since the leader was convicted and someone we saw as a major violence producer, one police source told the news. In addition to the murder he was charged for, we have info linking him to at least 4 more murders and several shootings, but the cases against him were not yet ready for charges to be laid, added the source. Police urged 2 men to turn themselves in following Grant's Pen protest. The police are urging 2 men they say are creating mayhem in the Grants Pen area of St. Andrew to turn themselves in to the Constant Spring Police by 6 p.m. following Wednesday morning's fiery protest of the fatal shooting of a man during an alleged confrontation with the police in the community. The police say a roadblock that was mounted at the intersection of Markland Avenue and the Grants Pen Drive has been cleared. However, head of the Public Safety and the Traffic Enforcement Branch, Assistant Commissioner of Police, Dr. Gary McKenzie, says that the police are aware that there are some persons who are trying to create a mayhem unnecessarily. We note that Dujon Walker, OC man of 40, and Bushaw, OC Bin Laden, these are 2 persons that are trying to create a mayhem. We are saying to these men that you need to report to the Constant Spring Police Station immediately. In fact, by 6 p.m., we expect that you will report there, he states. McKenzie says that the police will remain in the community to ensure residents and persons commuting through the area are safe. During Wednesday morning's protest, residents accused the police of wrongdoing in the killing of J. Dean Gooden, otherwise called Six. However, Mackenzie says the police operated professionally and the requisite investigations are being done. The shooting is being investigated by the Independent Commission of Investigations. Indicom says the police reported that a team visited a premises and a man was seen with a firearm which was allegedly pointed at the police. The cops took evasive action and the man was shot. A firearm was reported as being recovered at the scene. Into distress call denies the misconduct. The Jamaica Constabulary Force says 2 police officers seen in a video at a house were responding to a distress call concerning children and were not engaged in any improper conduct. The video has been circulating online, prompting questions about the officers' actions. In a statement issued on Wednesday, the JCF explained that a concerned parent had sought police assistance to check on 2 young children who were reportedly left alone at home. According to the JCF, upon arrival, the parent directed the officers on how to gain lawful access to the house to ensure the children's safety and well-being. The JCF stated that the video creates a misleading impression of misconduct on the part of the officers. The officers carried out their duties with urgency and care in keeping with their mandate to protect the life and the property, the statement read. The JCF reiterated its commitment to transparency and professionalism in its interactions with the public. One-handed man freed of gun-related charges. A one-handed St. Andrew man was freed of gun-related charges in the Western Regional Gun Court in St. James on Wednesday. Jabari Campbell, a 28-year-old music producer, was found not guilty of illegal possession of firearm and ammunition by High Court Judge Justice Martin Gale. He was charged in October 2022 after a police team allegedly found a 9mm pistol with 13 rounds of ammunition under a bed while searching a house in Retirement District in St. James. The gun was a double-action pistol, according to Campbell's attorney, Donovan Collins, suggesting it would have been difficult for his client to operate the weapon. Gun court cases are closed to the public. One of the issues that surfaced during Campbell's trial was that the bullets reportedly found with the gun could not be located and were not presented in court, Collins disclosed. He revealed too that his client's name was not on the search warrant presented by the police prior to the search of the house. According to Collins, the man whose name was on the warrant fled the house on the approach of the police. The attorney said his client gave sworn evidence that he knew nothing about the gun as he was visiting Montego Bay to work on a music project when the police showed up at the house where he was staying. Medical Technologies Limited threatens legal action over claims regarding $31 million neurosurgical drill. Medical Technologies Limited, the company at the center of the controversy over the sale of a surgical drill to the Southeast Regional Health Authority for $31 million, is pushing back on claims made by opposition spokesperson on health, Dr. Alfred Dawes. Medical Technologies has described the claims by Dr. Dawes as false and warned that it will be taking legal action to protect its reputation. Dr. Dawes told a press briefing Tuesday that the $31 million drill may have actually cost $250,000 and accused Sarah of corruption and nepotism. But Medical Technologies, which is authorized to distribute the Medtronic neurological drills, dismissed the claims that the drill was overpriced. Managing Director Athol Hamilton said he rejects the allegations and the suggestions by Dr. Dawes that the company has been involved in a massive overpricing scheme. He insisted that the drill supplied to Sarah was not refurbished and that it cost more than $250,000. He said the neurosurgical drill sold to Sarah is a new EM800 series drill and not the EM200 model referenced by Dr. Dawes. The managing director said the documents presented by the opposition spokesperson represented the motor component of the drill that had been sent to the U.S. last September for repairs. Dr. Dawes said he has written to the Auditor General and the Integrity Commission to investigate the procurement process for the drill, which was purchased for the Bustamante Hospital for Children. Guys, thanks for watching. Please join us this afternoon at 2 p.m. for another news update.